Maybe they're stiff, achy, or heavy, like they forgot how to move overnight. Or have you ever been caught off guard by one of those sudden, sharp leg cramps? The kind that stops you right in your tracks. Whether you're walking through the garden, climbing the stairs, or even just lying peacefully in bed. If that sounds familiar, I want you to know something. You are not alone. This is something I hear all the time from friends, neighbors, and viewers like you. It's frustrating, isn't it? You still have so much you want to do. Simple joys like walking with your grandkids, tending to your flowers, enjoying a sunset stroll, or even just moving freely without worry. But when your legs don't cooperate, it can feel like those joys are slipping away. But here's the good news. It doesn't have to be this way. What if I told you there are small, simple habits you could do every single day, starting today, that can help keep your legs strong, steady, and cramp-free? Habits that have helped so many folks just like you not only move better, but feel more confident, independent, and full of life again. In today's video, right here on Wise Years, we're going to go through the top 5 daily habits to keep your legs strong and prevent those annoying leg cramps, naturally, gently, and safely. So, grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and stay with me, because this could be one of the most valuable videos you've seen this year. And before we get started, I'd love to hear from you. Where are you joining me from today? Drop it in the comments below. I read every single one, and it means the world to me to hear your stories. And if you haven't yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap the little bell so you never miss another video from Wise Years. Let's make sure your legs and your life stay strong for many more joyful years to come. You know, when we think about staying healthy as we age, we often talk about the heart, the brain, even our eyesight. And yes, those are important. But there's something many people overlook until it's almost too late. Our legs. Our legs are more than just bones and muscles. They are our freedom. They help us get up out of bed in the morning, move through the kitchen to make breakfast, head out for a walk with a friend, and carry us through every moment of our day. They're not just there for exercise, they're there for living. Every precious step, every hug with a grandchild, every visit to the garden, every dance at a wedding, it all starts with strong legs. But here's the thing, a lot of folks believe that losing leg strength is just part of getting older. They think it's something we have to accept. I want to gently challenge that idea today. Yes, changes come with age, but weakness, stiffness, and those frustrating cramps aren't just normal. They're often the result of habits we can change. I've seen it time and time again. Friends who thought their walking days were behind them, who now walk farther than they have in years. Viewers who shared stories with me about how they were able to get back to doing what they love, gardening, golfing, playing with their great-grandkids, all because they made a few simple changes. And the science backs it up. Research shows that with the right habits, even in our 60s, 70s, and beyond, we can maintain leg strength, and in many cases, rebuild it. Think about that for a second. You are not stuck where you are. Your legs still have the potential to get stronger, steadier, and more reliable, no matter your age. So don't let anyone, not even that little voice in your head, tell you that it's too late. In fact, by the end of this video, you'll know 5 daily habits that could help you move easier, feel more confident on your feet, and yes, finally say goodbye to those cramps that sneak up when you least expect them. Are you ready? Because if you've got a little hope left, and I know you do, you can do this. Let's move on to the first habit, the one that starts it all. If there's one habit I hope you'll take to heart, it's this one. Move your legs every day, simple as that. I know, you might be thinking, but I already move every day, and you probably do. Getting out of bed, making meals, tidying up around the house. But here's the thing. Everyday movements aren't always enough to keep your legs strong and steady as the years go by. The truth is, our muscles thrive on being used. They need gentle, consistent movement. Without it, they start to shrink and weaken, a process called sarcopenia, a fancy word for muscle loss. And this process isn't just something that happens to folks in their 80s and 90s. It can start quietly in our 50s and 60s if we aren't careful. But here's the part that gives me hope, and I hope it gives you hope too. No matter your age, you can still build strength. Your legs are ready and waiting. They just need a little nudge. And I'm not talking about running marathons or joining a gym. I'm talking about small, safe, gentle movements that you can do right at home. Let me show you a few. Simple exercises you can start today. 1. The sit to stand. One of the best exercises for leg strength is as easy as standing up. Literally, sit down on a sturdy chair, then stand back up without using your hands. If you need to use your hands at first, that's okay. Over time, aim to stand using just your legs. This movement is more than exercise. It's practice for real-life moments like getting up from the couch or standing from the dinner table. Try to do 5 to 10 of these a day, and you'll be surprised how much stronger you'll feel. 2. Heel raises. While holding onto a counter or the back of a chair, slowly rise up on your tiptoes. Hold for a second and gently lower down. Repeat 10 to 15 times. This strengthens your calves, which play a big role in balance and stability. 3. Marching in place. Gently lift your knees one at a time as if you're marching, even while watching TV. This keeps the blood flowing and engages your leg muscles without straining your joints. 4. Balance practice. Balance is key to preventing falls. Try standing on one foot while holding onto a chair for support. Aim for 10 to 15 seconds on each leg. Over time, your legs and your confidence will grow. Movement doesn't have to feel like exercise. The word exercise can sound intimidating, but this isn't about breaking a sweat or pushing yourself too hard. This is about keeping your legs awake, active, and ready for daily life. Even simple changes like walking around the house every hour, taking a short stroll after meals, stretching your calves and thighs in the morning can make a world of difference. Think about this. Every time you move your legs, you're telling them, "Hey, I still need you." And they will respond. One of our wonderful Wise Years viewers, Carol from Minnesota, once told me she started doing just 2 movements a day: sit to stands and heel raises. At first, she said it felt a little silly, but after just a few weeks, she noticed she was standing up from her chair easier, climbing the porch steps without holding the railing, and her favorite, walking farther on her morning walks without stopping. It's these small wins that matter most. It's not about doing everything perfectly. It's about doing something every day. Even 5 minutes of movement is better than none. And the more you make it part of your day, the more natural and enjoyable it will feel. So here's a little challenge. Before this video ends, would you try just 1 sit to stand with me? Just 1. You might surprise yourself. And if you're already doing some of these movements, tell me in the comments. What's your favorite way to keep moving? I'd love to hear about it. Let's be honest, food isn't just about filling our bellies. It's about fueling our bodies, healing us, and yes, keeping our legs strong. But here's something many people don't realize. Even if you're moving regularly, without the right fuel, your muscles won't have the building blocks they need to stay strong and steady. Especially as we get older, what we put on our plates plays a bigger role than ever. You see, our bodies change with age. The way we process nutrients isn't quite the same as when we were younger. Our muscles need more support, not less. Yet many folks unknowingly eat less protein, fewer vitamins, and miss out on the nutrients that keep the legs working smoothly. But the good news? You don't have to overhaul your entire diet or eat foods you don't like. Just a few small changes can make a world of difference. Protein is the #1 building block for muscles. Think of it like the bricks and mortar keeping your legs sturdy. Sadly, many older adults don't get enough of it. And when protein is low, muscles weaken. Plain and simple. So how much is enough? Experts recommend about 1 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily. For example, if you weigh around 150 pounds, that's about 70 to 80 grams of protein each day. And it's not about cramming it all into one meal. Spread it out, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, to help your muscles stay nourished all day long. Some easy, delicious options: eggs, Greek yogurt, fish like salmon or tuna, chicken, beans, and lentils. Nuts and seeds. A quick tip: try adding a boiled egg or a scoop of cottage cheese to your breakfast. It's a small step that can make a big difference. Don't forget about calcium and vitamin D. Your muscles do the heavy lifting, but your bones are the foundation, and they need some TLC too. Without enough calcium and vitamin D, bones can weaken, leading to a higher risk of fractures, especially in the hips and legs. Sometimes the problem isn't just weak muscles, it's inflammation. Processed foods, sugary snacks, and unhealthy fats can quietly cause inflammation, making muscles ache and joints stiff. Over time, this drains your energy and slows down your ability to move freely. So, what can help? An anti-inflammatory diet is your secret weapon. Fill your plate with colorful fruits and vegetables, omega-3 rich fish like salmon and mackerel nuts, seeds, and healthy oils, whole grains. Think of every bite as a small act of kindness toward your legs. You don't have to be perfect. I know changing eating habits can feel overwhelming, but you don't have to be perfect. It's okay to enjoy your favorite treats now and then. The key is balance, just like life. I often tell friends, it's not about giving up the foods you love, it's about inviting a few more helpful ones to the table. Little by little, those small changes will add up. What's one food you could add this week to nourish your legs? Maybe a handful of almonds, a colorful salad, a piece of grilled salmon? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear your ideas. And who knows, your tip might inspire someone else watching today. Now let's talk about something that often gets pushed aside. Rest. Most people think getting stronger is all about moving more. And yes, movement is essential. But here's the part many don't realize. Your legs actually grow stronger when you rest. That's right, rest isn't just a reward, it's part of the work. Your body, especially your muscles, repairs itself when you're resting, and even more so while you're sleeping. It's like having a little construction crew working quietly through the night, patching up, rebuilding, and refreshing your muscles and joints. But here's where it gets tricky. As we age, sleep often becomes more challenging. Maybe you've noticed it, tossing and turning, waking up stiff or sore, or simply not sleeping as deeply as you used to. It's frustrating, isn't it? And yet, without good restful sleep, all the movement and healthy eating you do during the day doesn't get the chance to work its full magic. Why rest matters so much. When you sleep, your body releases something called growth hormone, a natural repairman for your muscles and bones. This hormone helps rebuild and strengthen the muscles you use during the day. Without enough sleep, that repair slows down, leaving you feeling weaker and more prone to cramps and soreness. Research even shows that older adults who regularly sleep less than 6 hours a night often have weaker muscles and more mobility issues compared to those who sleep well. So please, don't underestimate the power of a good night's rest. Simple ways to improve your sleep and your legs. You don't need fancy gadgets or expensive mattresses to sleep better. What you need is consistency and a few small adjustments. Keep a regular schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time each day, even on weekends. Your body loves routine. Create a calming bedtime routine. Turn off screens an hour before bed. Maybe read a book, listen to soft music, or enjoy a cup of herbal tea. Make your bedroom a sleep haven. Cool, quiet, and dark. That's the recipe for deep sleep. A small fan or blackout curtains can make a big difference. Support your joints while you sleep. If you often wake up with leg or hip pain, try placing a pillow between your knees if you sleep on your side, or under your knees if you sleep on your back. This small change can reduce strain and help you rest more comfortably. Listen to your body during the day. Rest isn't just about nighttime sleep, it's about balance. If you've had a more active day, don't be afraid to give your legs a little extra love. Gentle stretching, a warm bath, or simply putting your feet up for a while can go a long way. And remember, rest doesn't mean stopping altogether. It means pacing yourself, mixing active days with gentler ones, and giving your body the time it needs to recharge. I once spoke to Tom, a 72-year-old viewer from Oregon, who told me he used to blame himself for feeling tired or sore. He thought he just wasn't tough enough anymore. But when he started giving himself permission to rest, real quality rest, and adjusted his sleep habits just a bit, everything changed. He didn't just feel stronger physically, he felt lighter, more joyful, and more capable. And you deserve that too. So let me ask you, how's your sleep lately? Do you give yourself the same kindness and care you give to others? If not, maybe tonight is the night you start. Your legs and the rest of you will thank you for it. And hey, if you found little tricks that help you sleep better, share them in the comments. I'd love to hear them, and I know others would too. Now, this might surprise you, but sometimes the aching, stiffness, and cramps you feel in your legs aren't just about age or even activity. They're about water. Yes, water. Hydration is one of the most overlooked secrets to keeping your legs strong and cramp-free. Yet I can't tell you how many folks I talk to who simply aren't drinking enough without even realizing it. Here's the thing. As we get older, our sense of thirst isn't as sharp as it used to be. Your body could be low on water, but you might not feel thirsty until you're already dehydrated. And by then, your muscles are already paying the price. Why hydration is vital for your legs. Your muscles are about 70% water. Without enough water, they don't contract and relax the way they should. That's when you start to feel heavy legs, soreness, cramps that come out of nowhere, especially at night, stiffness when you first get up in the morning. And it's not just about muscles. Your joints also need hydration. Inside your knees, hips, and ankles, there's a natural lubricant called synovial fluid. When you're well hydrated, this fluid keeps everything moving smoothly. But when you're dehydrated, that fluid thickens, creating friction and discomfort with every step. Signs: you might be dehydrated. Some signs are obvious, like thirst or dry mouth, but others are sneaky. Feeling sluggish for no clear reason. Stiff legs in the morning, leg cramps, especially at night. Swelling in your lower legs. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Many folks I talk to say they simply never thought water could be behind those aches and pains. How much water do you really need? You've probably heard the old advice, 8 glasses a day. And while that's a good general rule, the truth is it varies depending on your activity level, the weather, and your own body. Here's a simple tip. Start your day with a glass of water. Sip regularly throughout the day instead of waiting until you feel parched. And try to drink a little more on days when you've been active or it's hot outside. Even herbal teas, broths, or water-rich fruits like watermelon and oranges count toward hydration. But what about nighttime bathroom trips? I know many of you might be thinking, if I drink more water, I'll be up all night running to the bathroom. And you're right, timing matters. Instead of drinking most of your fluids right before bed, aim to hydrate earlier in the day. Front-load your water in the morning and afternoon, and ease up in the evening. That way, you're still giving your body what it needs, without disrupting your sleep. I remember Grace, a lovely viewer from Florida, who wrote to me saying, "I thought my leg cramps were just part of getting older. But when I started drinking more water, especially before noon, those awful nighttime cramps practically disappeared. It wasn't a fancy supplement or a special gadget. It was just water. Simple, easy, but powerful." So here's a little challenge for today. Pause this video for just a moment and grab yourself a glass of water. I'll wait. Go ahead. Your legs will thank you. And if you're someone who struggles to remember to drink, try keeping a bottle nearby or adding a splash of lemon for flavor. Every sip counts. In a few minutes, I'll show you one last habit that could make all the difference. A habit most people completely overlook, and it's simpler than you think. But first, let me know in the comments. How's your hydration? Do you find it hard to remember to drink enough during the day? I'd love to hear your tips or struggles. You might inspire someone else watching today. Now, here's a habit that's often hiding in plain sight. Most people don't realize just how much time they spend sitting, day after day, watching TV, reading, chatting on the phone, working on hobbies, even eating meals. It all adds up. But here's the truth. Prolonged sitting is one of the biggest reasons our legs weaken over time. It's not sitting itself that's the problem. It's too much sitting without enough movement to balance it out. And I get it. We all enjoy a good rest, a favorite TV show, a warm cup of tea, or a crossword puzzle at the kitchen table. Those moments are precious, but when sitting takes up most of the day, your legs start to pay the price. What happens? When we sit too much. When you sit for long periods, your leg muscles, the big ones like your quadriceps, hamstrings, and calves, go quiet. They stop firing, they stop engaging, and little by little, they lose their strength. It's like leaving a car parked too long. Eventually, the battery dies. Over time, this leads to weakness, poor balance, slower walking, heavier legs, and yes, even more cramps and stiffness. And here's something surprising. Even if you exercise for 30 minutes a day, you can still face these problems if you sit too much the rest of the day. Small movements, big results. The solution isn't about replacing sitting with intense exercise. It's about breaking up sitting time throughout the day. Here's how you can start. Every 30 to 60 minutes, stand up. Even if it's just a stretch, walk to the window or march in place for a minute. Combine movement with daily life. Stand while you chat on the phone. Do a few heel raises while waiting for the kettle to boil. Stretch your calves during commercial breaks. Turn hobbies into opportunities to move. Love knitting? Pause every so often to stretch. Enjoy reading. Try reading while standing at the kitchen counter now and then. Gentle movements that matter. If mobility is a concern, chair exercises are a wonderful option. Seated leg lifts, ankle circles, marching in place while holding onto a chair. These small, gentle movements still count. They keep blood flowing, muscles engaged, and joints lubricated. It's not about doing formal exercise. It's about reminding your body throughout the day that it's still meant to move. A real-world example. I remember Sam, a longtime viewer from Ohio, who told me, "I thought my walking routine was enough, but when I started standing up every hour, even just for a couple of minutes, I noticed my legs didn't feel as heavy, and I wasn't getting as stiff. I even slept better." It wasn't a big change. It wasn't complicated. It was just a commitment to move a little more, and a little more often. A simple invitation. So, let me invite you to do something with me right now. If you're sitting as you're watching this, and I bet you are, why not stand up for just a moment? Pause. Soft chuckle. Go ahead. I'll still be here. Take a breath. Stretch your arms. And if you're able, try a gentle heel raise or a small march in place. Feels good, doesn't it? Closing this habit. Remember, this isn't about avoiding sitting entirely. It's about balance. Your legs will thank you for every little break you give them. And if you have a favorite way of sneaking in extra movement throughout the day, please share it in the comments. Your tip could be just the thing another viewer needs to hear today. Now, before we finish today, let's take a quiet moment together and go over everything you've learned. Because these aren't just random tips. These are small daily habits that, when combined, could change the way you move, feel, and live. Let's recap. Your 5 daily habits for stronger, happier legs. Habit number 1. Move your legs every day. It doesn't have to be fancy. A few sit-to-stands, some heel raises, a short walk around the house, or simply marching in place. These little actions add up. Movement is your leg's favorite gift. The more you move them, the more they'll be ready to move you, confidently and comfortably. Habit number 2. Nourish your legs with the right foods. Food isn't just fuel, it's medicine. Protein helps rebuild and preserve your muscles. Calcium and vitamin D protect your bones, and an anti-inflammatory diet keeps stiffness and pain away. Every meal you prepare is an opportunity to take care of yourself, and you deserve that care. Habit number 3. Prioritize rest and recovery. Your legs need rest just as much as they need movement. Don't feel guilty for resting. Embrace it. Good sleep is like a gift to your muscles, giving them time to rebuild and recharge. Even adjusting your bedtime routine a little can make a big difference. Habit number 4. Hydrate. Like your legs depend on it because they do. Water keeps your muscles supple, your joints smooth, and your body balanced. You don't have to carry around a gallon jug. Just make sure you're sipping steadily throughout the day. Remember, even herbal teas, juicy fruits, and soups count. Habit number 5. Avoid prolonged sitting. Movement isn't just about workouts. It's about breaking up stillness. Every time you stand, stretch, or shift your position, you're protecting your legs from getting weaker. It's about staying awake to your body's needs, even during quiet moments. Why this matters more than ever. I know life can sometimes make you feel like you're slowing down. Like maybe this is just how things are supposed to be after a certain age. But I want you to hear me loud and clear. That's simply not true. Yes, aging brings changes, but weakness, stiffness, and cramps aren't just part of getting older. They are signals. Signals that your body still has room to thrive, to move, and to live fully, if you give it the chance. I have seen too many friends, neighbors, and viewers like you discover that even after years of struggling, their legs could feel better. They could enjoy morning walks again, kneel down to tend their garden, or even dance a little at their granddaughter's wedding. Not because they found some miracle cure, but because they made small, thoughtful choices, day by day. And you can too. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up. You don't have to master all 5 habits today. You don't need to turn your whole routine upside down. Maybe today you just stand up once more than usual. Maybe you drink one extra glass of water. Maybe you take a little extra time to stretch before bed. That's enough, because every step counts. Every small choice adds up, and you are worth that effort. I remember talking to one of our dear Wise Years community members, Mary from Texas. She told me that for years, she thought her bad legs were just a part of life now. But when she started applying just a couple of these habits, nothing extreme, she said it was like she got a piece of herself back. I can't run a marathon, she laughed, but I can keep up with my grandkids at the park, and that's all I ever wanted. Isn't that the goal? Not just to move, but to live, to laugh, to love, to share moments without worrying about whether your legs will hold you up. You deserve that kind of life. So I want to ask you, which of these habits spoke to you the most today? Was it the reminder to move a little more, to nourish yourself better, to rest more deeply, to sip water more often, or to simply stand and stretch throughout your day? You don't have to do them all at once. But which one could you gently invite into your life starting today? Go ahead, leave me a comment right now. Tell me which habit you'll try first, or which one you already love. I promise you, your comment won't just inspire me, it will inspire someone else who reads it. Listen, you are part of a special community here at Wise Years. We're not about quick fixes or gimmicks. We're about caring for ourselves and each other, about making choices today that help us enjoy tomorrow. You have more strength inside you than you may realize. Your legs may have carried you through a lifetime of memories, but they're not done yet. With a little care, attention, and love, they can carry you into many more. So keep going, keep showing up for yourself. You are not too old. It is not too late. I am so proud of you for being here, for learning, and for taking action. Before you go, please, if this video helped you, if you felt even a little spark,